First of all, this is not about right or wrong. The perspective from which you consider this issue reflects the level of consciousness you are currently experiencing. You move between polarities, right or wrong, one ideology to another, from exposing lies to spreading what you believe is the truth. In this ongoing process, you play various roles. You gain supporters and face opposition, roles that may switch repeatedly. Someone who supports you may later oppose you and support you again. What you support or oppose also shifts over time. You are navigating through these experiences perhaps for many years or even lifetimes, until one day you transcend it all. You reach a new level, facing different challenges, while the earlier ones become fully understood, truly understood. This understanding allows you to hold multiple contradictory pieces of information simultaneously, seeing their meaning, origins, and why they exist as they do. You recognize their necessity and the experiences they provide within the cycle of consciousness. This realization marks a transcendence. At this point, lies lose their grip on you because you are no longer deceived. Lies and truths become indistinguishable. Lies are merely distortions, and truths, at different levels, are still limited and flawed. Even language itself reveals its distortions, unable to encapsulate the so-called truth. It's all part of a layered game. The liar, the deceived, and the exposer, they manifest through each other's existence. Their roles continuously evolve from one perspective to another, each clinging to a specific role. The oppressor, the victim, the savior, the dragon, the villager, the warrior, the ruler, the ruled, the revolutionary. Order, freedom, balance. Black, white, and gray. These dynamics keep appearing until you stop, reflect, and suddenly grasp the essence. You transcend your previous self and adopt a panoramic perspective, finally understanding it all. A liar claims never to lie, deceiving those who believe him. A truth-teller exposes the liar's lies, yet others may label him a liar. Those lacking knowledge struggle to discern who speaks truthfully. It's remarkably like a game. Indeed, it is a game. You defend the truth, exposing lies, only to gradually transform your understanding of that truth. Standing on a higher vantage point, others might start to accuse you of lying. Looking back, the so-called liars you once condemned might have simply reached this understanding earlier. You hadn't been there yet, but now you share the same view. This triggers a revelation. Is this a memory or the future? Or are they intrinsically the same? Is time itself an illusion? You begin to see that time and causality are constructs, designed as rules of the game. Within this causality, you argue about determinism or reductionism, endlessly debating with others. Then, suddenly, you stop. Others continue fighting, immersed in their roles, stances, thoughts, and logic. You've experienced, understood, and processed it all. Thus, you realize you cannot stop it. You turn away, letting go of attachment. You no longer strive to save anyone because those you save become dependent, looking up to you, expecting from you, ultimately forfeiting their opportunities for self-growth, independent thought, and inner strength. You thought you were helping them, nor do you feel the need to combat lies, for from one perspective, everything is a lie. Yet, from another, everything is also truth. Truth can be seen through any aspect, provided you truly understand it. For every polarity you stand in, an opposing polarity will always exist, struggling against you, or vice versa. Ultimately, you cannot defeat your opposite, just as one side of a coin cannot eliminate the other. It's all about experience, and eventually, you transcend this level. When you understand all perspectives, the solid, impenetrable sense of self begins to dissolve. You realize that all attachments and struggles, all self-righteous claims of justice, stem from the illusion of the self. This illusion fears its own dissolution, tirelessly proving its existence to validate itself. But it was always an illusion. Even it knows this, the so-called self. This self is a construct, designed by a higher self as part of the rules. As your understanding grows and your perspective broadens, the original self fades away. That self was simply the polarized stance you clung to, what you defended so vehemently, even to the point of attacking others. That self was everything you once were, but now you have denied it. Self-sacrifice. You now see more. The original you has disappeared, Love your enemies. How many years did it take for you to truly understand this phrase? True love has no polarity. You tried to comprehend it with a polarized perspective, but the meaning eluded you. The source has no polarity. Now you finally understand. In that moment, the small self disappears.